It's Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher. And as I make this video, I am fully aware that I'm shadow banned on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, that the messages I share and put out in these videos, the platforms I'm putting it out on, or at least these platforms, don't want my words to be heard by many people. And that's okay. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. And they're really not going to like the message that I'm going to share today. See, behind me, this is a mausoleum that is dedicated to the memory of soldiers who lost their lives in the American Revolution, the Revolutionary War. And I think about the spirit that was behind these brave soldiers who fought and were willing to give their lives for the ideals of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And I think about the Ben Franklin quote. It's a quote that's being echoed by many people, but I'm going to say it again because it's true. And the truth in this quote has touched my soul. And I'm hoping by me sharing this, it's going to touch the souls of others. And that quote is, "Those who are willing to surrender their freedoms for safety deserve neither." And in the world today, with everything that's going on, with the grand illusion, the grand deception, and the wool that is pulled over the eyes of so many, and then the other side of that, those who are seeing this right now, I believe our path comes from being able to connect to a spirit of courage and to be able to set our boundaries, to have those strong boundaries of what we absolutely will refuse to do regardless of the consequences. And I pray. I haven't always been the most devoted in my prayer life, but now I'm praying every day. I always pray to God to show up in me and guide me in the best possible way that I can show up. And I do my part to say yes to that. I do my best to do my part. Some days I fall short. But I think about these brave warriors here and just the spirit that they must have had to be willing to do the things that they did and to step up and have that. And I look around the world today with so many people who are addicted to comfort, security, who are just very passive. And I've been raised the same way. I come from the matrix too. I was born into the same matrix. But something about me is not fully content with this. And I know that my soul will never be satisfied and will never be able to feel whole in the world that these controllers attempt to create. And purpose is one of my highest values, and living in alignment to the purpose that I feel pushing me forward. And when I see a world where that purpose is no longer relevant, then part of me questions, what's my place in it? And then that leads on to other questions that I have to go into in my spiritual practice. And That's where I'm coming from. Because the revolution, I think it has to start from within. We have to know where we stand. We have to know what we will stand for and know what we will stand against and be 100% firm in those convictions. And it starts from within. So, I'm going to leave this here today. And I'm just going to sit here and meditate and contemplate on the spirit of revolution. Be well, my friends.